Hello, my name is Frank Ball and I'm Principal Consultant here at Adcap Network Systems. Welcome back to our Journey to the Cloud video series. Now let's be frank. As discussed in our previous video, there are three chasms that should be considered when building a strategy for optimizing your infrastructure and potentially implementing a private cloud architecture someday. In this discussion, we would like to demonstrate how our three chasms link together and define a logical approach in developing a solid strategy as you move forward in your journey to the cloud. Now, what exactly are the three chasms? Well, the first chasm is data center optimization. It's followed by virtualization, and we finish with a private cloud architecture. Now, our approach in explaining these chasms is going to seem just a bit out of order. This was actually done intentionally. Not because it was the way we should have begun the journey, but because it's a true reflection of the way that the majority of us started on this path. Many of us stumbled into the experiment of virtualization, and to be candid, we never looked back. We grabbed a freeware version of VMware's ESXi server, we virtualized a couple machines, and there the journey began. Our intent here is to take a little pause. We'd like to look backward and forward along the path and light the way on how we could potentially pick up some incremental savings that we might have missed along our journey. Now, the first chasm in this discussion is data center optimization. This chasm establishes the critical items that should be assessed and optimized prior to virtualizing. There are 7 critical areas to be evaluated, and each can provide a tremendous amount of savings while establishing an infrastructure that is both easier to manage and is cloud ready. We'll talk in depth a lot more about this in our next video. Virtualization, a chasm unto itself because of the complexity involved. Many virtualization projects have stalled or failed because of the lack of understanding of the logical steps required to effectively virtualize an environment. Now, we can take and implement the knowledge from our data center optimization chasm, and this is going to help us make the benefits as we move forward a lot better. A private cloud architecture. This is the final chasm in our journey. A private cloud architecture leverages an optimized infrastructure along with a solid virtualization strategy to provide a dynamic, elastic computing environment. Integrating automation, orchestration, and self-service components to round out our cloud provide the business with time-of-day-based application cycles, reusing the resources on an as-needed or as-required basis. Leveraging this type of strategy can provide the business with a true return on investment. This can be achieved through speed and time to market by way of a dynamic, elastic, flexible computing infrastructure that is really geared for the business. Lower costs are achieved through the optimization chasm that truly set us up for success. Looking backwards into the data center optimization chasm will provide us with some detailed information on where and how we should optimize our environment. I'm Frank Ball and I'm excited to be your guide on this Journey to the Cloud series. Join us in our next video as we detail how the 7 areas of data center optimization can help you accelerate your savings and better prepare you for private cloud architecture.